Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for our February 2026 ClickBid Client Success Session. I'm Paige Stanley, the brand ambassador here at ClickBid, and I'm really excited to have you guys with us today. Today, we're highlighting some of the most impactful features and enhancements that came out of 2025 and are setting you up for even more successful events in 2026. As we go, feel free to drop questions into the chat at any time. Erin, one of our account managers, is on with us today and will be helping answer some of those questions throughout the session. Our goal with these sessions is simple: to give you ideas, inspiration, and practical ways to use ClickBid to create smoother events and engage more donors. Here's a quick look at how we'll spend our time today. We'll start with a few brief updates so you know what's new and what's coming. Then we'll move into our training walkthrough where we'll highlight some of our top tools for 2026. Today's session is designed to inspire rather than overwhelm. So this isn't a technical deep dive. Starting next month, though, we will be hosting more focused, feature-specific deep dives into those. Of course, after that, we will wrap things up with a Q&A at the end. Before we dive in, let's do some quick introductions. Joining me today is Gabby Lester, one of our fantastic account managers here at ClickBid. Gabby works closely with clients every day and is amazing at helping teams get the most out of the platform. She'll be leading our training walkthrough shortly. And again, I'm Paige Stanley, and I focus on the education, training, and helping ClickBid updates become, what they are and how we can present them to you guys throughout these sessions. All right, next I want to walk you guys through some of our ClickBid product roadmap. So you have a clear picture of what's available now, what's coming soon, and what's planning for the future. Starting with in progress now, these features have already been built and are currently being tested and refined. This is where we're working through our feedback, final details to make sure everything works smoothly. The first is peer-to-peer enhancements, which focuses on team fundraising improvements that make it easier and more intuitive for donors to contribute to a peer-to-peer campaign. Why it matters? It lowers friction for donors and helps your campaigns gain momentum faster. The second is table seating chart assignments, which allows you to visually click and drag guests into seating charts that matches your venue layout, all while still managing the guest records in one place. Why it matters is less manual work and far fewer seating day stressors for in-person events. Moving to coming soon, the planning, design, and functionality for these features are complete and are now actively being built by our development team. Quick entry for quantity-based items introduces a faster way to add items like raffles, wine pulls, and other quantity-based items directly to the bidder's cart through the butler. Why it matters is it keeps things in line and moving faster for a smooth checkout experience the night of the event. Ticket invoice customization allows for further customization of the messaging sent out when invoices go out. Why it matters is a clear communication and more polished experience for your guest. And finally, just a little bit later, this means that we've started early discovery and planning, and we're thinking through the experience, functionality, and feedback before moving these into active development to be made. Landing page builder enhancements include small but powerful updates like easy previewing across desktop, tablet, and mobile views. Why it matters is you can design once and feel confident it looks great everywhere else. And then item packaging will allow you to group multiple items together while still ensuring donors receive proper credit. And why it matters? More creative packages without sacrificing the clean reporting. Everything on this roadmap is designed to save you time, reduce friction, and create a better experience for both you, your team, and your donors. Now that we covered what's new and what's coming, we're going to shift into the training portion of today's session. Before I hand things fully over to Gabby, I'm going to quickly walk through the next slide to help frame what you're about to see. This portion of today's session is a training walkthrough where we'll highlight some of our top tools for 2026 and show you how they work together. You'll see examples pulled from peer-to-peer fundraising, our redesigned ticket page, and donation and text to give custom questions. But this isn't meant to be a deep technical walkthrough of each feature. The goal here is to spark ideas, show what's possible, and help you think of how these tools can work together for your upcoming events. And with that in mind, I'll hand things over to Gabby to bring these tools to life.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am going to share my screen. We'll dive in. All right, so today we're going to be walking through about 7 or 8 landing pages and just going over some of these features that are available with Virtual Venue. You're going to see that there's no single right or wrong way. These examples range from simple to highly customized, so the world is kind of your oyster here for building out your landing page. We're starting off with the Autism Society of Central Virginia's golf outing. You can see they've got a nice, clean, kind of simple look to the hero banner here. Just some general information about their event. They're also utilizing these action bars here. This is a newer feature with Virtual Venue that just allows you to highlight different actions that you'd like your users to take when they're on your landing page. If we click into the donate an item one, you'll see that they're highlighting the ability for their guests to donate an item to their auction. They can fill out this form, hit submit. Once they hit submit, that item goes into the Items Manage Items page as an invisible item that you can then take a peek at, approve, set it to active, and that's what has it go live in your event. Scrolling through this page here, they've got some fun graphics, some information and photos about their event. I love the little golf ball and tees here. They've got their flight schedule laid out really cleanly here. They are also utilizing the sponsor content block to highlight their different sponsors for their event. So it gives just kind of a clean and even look to their sponsor logos here. And something to point out here too is if you click on this, you'll see that it gives you the option to link to that sponsor's website, which is just a really good way to highlight that sponsor and give them a little extra visibility. Heading in to their ticket page, we'll go to the sponsorship one. And you'll notice too in this top navigation bar here, they've got 2 different ticket pages linked. This is a newer feature with Virtual Venue. You can link just one page, you can link multiple. You have the opportunity to link just a few different pages there if you'd like. So on their sponsor page, you'll see they've got the location linked right here. Again, newer feature with Virtual Venue, you can add the address for where your event is taking place. Users are going to be able to click on this and see exactly where they're going to be on a map. They've got their sponsorship opportunities here. Once we add that into the cart, you'll see they're utilizing the custom question on their sponsorship to request flight preferences. So giving people the option to select if they want to be in the morning or afternoon flight, just a really good way to collect some information about your users. Navigating through, you can click through these on the sidebar here. They've got their team registration. Headed into guest details. You can see they're utilizing a custom question here as well for assigning their teams. So, but users can decide if they want to be on team 1, 2, or 3. It makes it a little bit easier for the organization to accommodate that. They've also got another question here just to list any food allergies. So again, just collecting some of that customizable information about your users ahead of time to make their experience at your event a little bit better. And another thing to point out on this ticket page as well, so we've got quite a few guest profiles included with the sponsorship page. You do not have to fill all of these out at the time of purchase. If you have the information, you can add it in. If not, there is a guest update link that you can send out after the fact to collect that information. So it makes it a little bit quicker and easier for your ticket purchasers to complete their sponsorship purchase without having to collect the information for 12 people in order to do so. From here, we're going to head into our next event, the Black and White Gala. You'll see it looks a little bit different, still very easy to digest, clean to look at. They've got their action bars highlighted here, highlighting the option to purchase tickets or donate a silent auction item. They've got some information about their event. One thing that our team really liked about their images here, you'll see that they created graphics outside of ClickBid and made like a photo collage that they then input onto the website. So just another way that they chose to kind of customize their images and tailor the look of the landing page to their event and what they wanted to see. Got some more info, another fun little collage in here. They've got a sponsors content block. They're highlighting it a little bit differently than using the actual content sponsors block. They made a image collage for their sponsors as well, just to highlight the different levels of sponsorship. As we navigate to the bottom of the page, you'll see that they've also got the donate a silent auction item content block here. So this mimics the one that was in the action bar. It just presents it a little bit differently. It gives people a new opportunity to donate an item. So they can click this button here, fill out that form, and submit the item right into your Items Manage Items page. From here, we'll head into our next event, the STM Parent Dance. Our team really liked how colorful and vibrant this was while still being really easy to digest and look at. We've got a fun graphic here with some information about their event. They're utilizing those action bars again. Purchase tickets, make a donation, thanking your sponsors. So it's just really fun and colorful to look at and has a lot of really good information about their event. You can see they're highlighting their sponsors right in here as well. On their ticket page, if we click into that, you'll see we've got that location right here, the header right here highlighting that information about their event again. Going into their tickets, we'll see that they're utilizing a discount code. Really good option if you have any discounts that you'd like to offer to specific people or groups, you can make a code that you share directly with them. Now, a newer feature with Virtual Venue is that you can add quantity items to your ticket page as well. So you can do quantity items or donation items straight from your Items Manage Items page. They'll populate right in their own section on this right-hand side of the screen. So this group is utilizing the quantity items for selling raffles and then for selling votes for the new king and queen of their dance. So you can click that, add that right into their cart, and they'll be able to purchase those right here on their payment page. Just kind of a fun and unique way to utilize the quantity ticket with the votes for the king and the queen. So from here, we'll head into our next event, the Sunny Day School. This is a really, really good example of peer-to-peer fundraising, an event that is mostly, peer-to-peer and donation. They've got some fun, bright graphics that match their organization theme. That action bar, they have just one here highlighting the ability to make a donation. Another fun graphic in here. As we get down into this section here, you'll see the different campaigns listed. You'll also see that they're using the peer-to-peer specific content block. You can add this right onto your landing page, add some information about how to submit a campaign or what information you're looking for. Your users are going to be able to come in here, click the Create a Campaign button, They can add in the title, details, goal, just some general information about the campaign that they would like to submit. They can also choose a color here, which you see on the campaigns when we look at that again. You can pick kind of a fun color for your campaign. But once you hit submit, this is going to go right into your items manage items page as an invisible donation item that you or a volunteer can go in, look at, make sure everything looks correct, and set it to active to allow people to contribute to that. We'll see we've got a few active campaigns right in here for each different classroom with the donations raised, the percent of the goal they're at, and the opportunity to make a donation. Down a little bit from here, you'll see that they've got their donation page embedded directly onto the landing page, just providing another opportunity to make a donation for users. They've got some general information about the donations raised, how long they have to donate, how many donations there are. You can also choose to display your donations as anonymous. There's a little share button in the corner here too if you want to share that campaign. Got the giving activity and comments if those are enabled for your donations. And another thing that this group did is they embedded a YouTube video directly onto the landing page. This is a really good way to highlight information about your organization or your event in kind of a new form. So kind of branching out from the written content that's typically on landing pages. So there is a specific content block for this that will walk you through how to embed different types of videos onto your landing page. From here, we'll head into our next page. It is a donation-only page from the Lincoln Youth Symphony Foundation. Again, it's very clean to look at, easy to digest. They've got their information right up here. They've got their action bars. Looks like we're linking to a few different web pages, so just raising some visibility for their organization and what they do. And then another opportunity to donate. I really like too their icons that they have selected. You can select different icons from a whole library here. So they've got some fun ones here. Got some good graphics, just kind of highlighting their event and what they do. And down here, they've got their donation item embedded right onto their landing page. I like that they've got their text to give call out here with their keyword and the phone number to donate. So that's something that is a really good idea if you want to kind of increase the visibility for your text to give donations. And then the donation page itself, they've got some information about their event right in here. And then the donations raised, some more info here. They also have the ability to make a one-time donation or a monthly recurring donation. So that is an option that you can have enabled for your donation item. Then they also have their sponsors here in that sponsor content block. They've got those clean, even logos that make it really easy to look at and highlight. Our next page is the Taste 2026. You'll see that this landing page is very minimal, very clean and easy to look at. They've got their auction item donation right in here. A couple action bars, but it's not too long to scroll through. Most of their information for their event is actually included right on the event ticket page. So they've kind of used this doubled as a landing page, which is really cool. They've got their header image here that includes some information about the event. A little bit more content down in the bottom, just explaining what the event is, where it is, things like that. They've got their sponsorships listed here. This is actually really cool. They sold out another sponsorship just from this morning, so that's awesome. but they've got their different sponsorships listed right in here. Easy to click through, see, navigate individual tickets. They've got their guest details, again, utilizing a custom question for seating preferences. This populates right into your ticket sales, so you can see what the answer to those questions are to accommodate some of those requests. So that's really cool. Yeah, just a very straightforward event utilizing the ticket page for most of the information that they're presenting. Our next landing page is the 2026 Gala in Golf. This is a really good example of a multi-day event that's got a few different things going on. So you'll see they've got their ticket page drop down here. They've got gala tickets, golf tickets, and sponsorships. Just a really good way to break up the different things that are happening throughout the day. The landing page itself has this nice, beautiful graphic, information about the event, and then they did embed a how to bid video just to give people some instructions for how to utilize the auction. Heading into the gala ticket page, it's just very simple and easy to navigate. We've got that location linked right in here, making it really easy for your ticket purchasers to know exactly where they're going for the event. Some general info. Got your tickets that you can add in here with that guest information populating in guest details. It's just a very clean ticket page to look at. And then their golf tickets here. Looks very similar, slightly different information. Got that location down here as well. Once we add the ticket into our cart and go into the guest details too, I really liked this. They're using the selection option to request what the user's handicap is or the purchaser's handicap. And you can use this add notes button to add that in. If you hover over this question mark here too, it kind of gives you a little bit more instruction. So just a good way to collect some information from the golfers and make sure that everybody is evenly paired and it's a fair game. So from here, we're going to go into our last event, the Emerald City Ball. Our team really loved this graphic up here, really eye-catching and visually pleasing to look at. They've got their action bars right in here as well, highlighting those different actions that we want users to take. When we click on the donate an auction item one as well and scroll to the bottom, you can see that they're utilizing a custom question. So again, a really good way to add in and collect some information from your donors about their item if there's anything that you want them to share or that they'd like to share. Just some general info about their event. It looks like they also utilized the leaderboard feature so you can see what's happening real time, how much the auction is making, generate some excitement for those that are not yet there or they're kind of watching the landing page to see what's going on with the event. Got the fund our mission with their goal. Those auction items listed right in there. You'll see that they're using that sponsors content block as well. And this also has those nice clickable logos. So just highlighting those different sponsors in different ways. Something else to note on the sponsors too is when we click into the auction items, you'll see them rotating through right in between the items. This is something that you can disable and not have showing at all, or you can have it showing for all sponsors, or you can select which sponsor groups you want to have rotating through here. And so that's in software settings sponsors, right on that sponsors page. You can customize those settings for how it appears here. On their ticket page, I really liked that they used the header image. They've got their logo still, but they use their header image as a way to kind of streamline their marketing and add in the event tickets title in a way that really connects with the rest of their landing page and ties that in. So that looks really beautiful. They've got that info about their event, the location right in here. And when we add a ticket to the cart, you'll see that they're utilizing the custom questions as well to ask for any dietary restrictions. So guests can type right in here if they do have anything, and that shows right on their profile. When we click into the actual guest details as well, they're also utilizing the selection option. This is a really good way to collect. Usually we see it used for meal selection. So if you're serving like different kinds of sandwiches or if you've got different entrees that you're serving, that's a really good option for that. But there's many different ways that you can use the selection feature. But you can select whatever that selection is. You can add those notes about it here as well. So that was our final page that we're going over today. These examples show how flexible the landing pages and ticket page builders are, from donation-only pages to multi-day events. There's really a lot of ways to build it out and customize it and really get into it, or just have a very simple landing and ticket page if that's more your thing. I'm going to turn it back over to Paige and stop sharing my screen. But if you have any questions about anything that we went over today, our training hub, how-to articles are really good next steps. You can also connect with your account manager as well, and they'll be able to walk you through some of those questions more in depth.
Great. Thank you, Gabby, so much. That was a great walkthrough. At this point, we're going to move into our Q&A. So please continue to use the chat to submit some questions. I'm seeing some come through. Erin's been answering them throughout the session, and we're going to have some to pull and answer live so that way we can, everyone can benefit from some of these questions. So if something comes to mind, feel free to ask, and we're happy to help. If there weren't any right this second, Erin, were there any that you would want to cover right now that were some good questions that were asked? I saw some good ones.
Yeah, there was one that asked if this will be sent afterwards in an email. And yes, we will be sending this to everyone who's attended.
Yep, everyone's going to receive the video afterwards. And if I saw something about the presentation, we can definitely, or some of those samples, we'll definitely try to get you guys some good resources after, but you will automatically get the recording after the webinar.
So a popular question is, when will we see the table seating feature? And then also, are those updates done in real time during check-in? So that's, I think, going to be more of a back-end feature, but I'll let Paige or Gabby kind of expand on that.
Yeah, so I mean, we've talked a little bit about it with our development team. Right now, we don't have too much information in terms of being able to share with you guys and how it's going to work. But yeah, it sounds like it's definitely going to be like that drag and drop kind of feature. Gabby, was there anything that you remember development going over specifically with seating chart? Oh, I think you're muted.
I am indeed muted. Not particularly. I know it's in the earlier stages of like developing and refining what it looks like, so I don't want to speak too much to it. I will say I got a little sneak peek from our head of development, and it was looking phenomenal. Our account management team is super excited to share it with you guys. So I'm sure as more updates with timeline and features are made known by our team, we'll be sending out some marketing updates and sharing that.
Absolutely. Another one that I've seen a couple times, can the sponsor load their own logo after purchasing sponsorship? I think on this ticket page.
Yeah, that's a really good question. You would have to collect that externally at this time. That is a really kind of an interesting question, though. That's a good one.
Definitely something we should add to our feature request for sure. That is a good see. Let's scroll through a couple of these.
Will there be a webinar on the integration and CRM feature? That's a great question.
That is a great question.
Yeah,
Our topics, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure that we have that one up yet. That's definitely a really good one to bring into consideration as we're planning out the rest of the series, though. So,
Mhm. Do
I
most
second.
organizations, oh, sorry, Paige, do most
No,
organizations create their own hero image and upload it?
I feel like a lot of organizations do. It really depends on what hero banner you're using. So there are 5 or 6 of them available. You can create like a header image and save one that's just like a pretty background that matches your theme, or you can create one that has a lot of like customization to it. I feel like a lot of the time I do see people create like a custom graphic that really hones in on their event and upload that.
Lots
And
of
then
great questions.
Yeah, I saw a question too about the guest details, about the functionality of that. That would be a really good one if you want to reach out to your account manager. I know we've got some resources in our training hub that go over the guest update link, but they'll be able to walk you through how to utilize that feature in detail.
yeah. Awesome. Well, we'll move forward here. And if you guys have any questions, like Gabby said, feel free to reach out to your account manager or chat to get those answered. But thank you all for joining us today. We truly appreciate it. You guys taking the time to be here. You will receive, like we said, a email shortly after today's session with a recording, so you can revisit anything that we covered and share with your team. Additionally, in that email, I believe it's in the footer, if you could keep an eye out for it, there is a short survey. We would really appreciate your feedback with these client success sessions as they're kind of new to us. We're doing them once monthly. We definitely want to take it to the next level, make them more valuable to you guys. So we would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. And also don't forget to join next month. We'll be doing a deep dive into the donation item and donation process. So yeah, everyone, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and we'll see you next time. Thank you.